Welcome back to another episode of NRL Unpopular Opinions. I am Ryan Cook, back in the studio. Jharal Yow-Yeh.
Yeah, your well gets really excited. Like, gives me shivering in my boots. Ooh. It's nice and warm in here. Am I sweaty or am I just freaking out? I don't know.
Freezing. So I think it's all you, though.
Maybe I've had too many coffees today.
Running hot.
Yeah. How are you, buddy? You good over there?
I'm feeling good today. Yeah, I've been a sad guy last couple of weeks. But,
you've been a sick boy.
Yeah, I've been a sick little man.
Fully sick.
But but yeah, I'm feeling good today and keen to chat some footy.
Rugby love.
Heaps to talk about. Fogs, how are you, mate?
I'm good. The Broncos finally won. I really needed that win. So that's my mood all of a sudden.
Did you back him? Did you tip him?
No, I did not. And that's a sacrifice I was willing to make. You know, sometimes.
Oh my gosh, I forgot my tips this weekend and I backed the Storm. That's terrible.
I think you've done all right, though. We'll go through the tips.
Teams.
You've actually done very well.
I must have gone all right then. But in my defence, too soon. Because Tio's gone. So
well, let's just start there, shall we?
Why did you knife him?
Did you mean to do that?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
he's had that one in the back pocket.
Well done.
Wow. It just never ends at Red Hill, does it?
Oh, big week.
It's been a big week from Adam and Gordon having a little... Adam not saying anything, but Gordy saying a lot.
We're not going to get into Gordy, are we?
We're leaving that. We'll leave that one out of it because there's bigger problems.
Yep.
Just on that quickly, I feel sorry for Ali Brigginshaw just while we're on the record because there's been a lot of stuff around Gordy, but nothing about Ali. And she should have the accolades she deserves. She's been a great servant for the club. She'll retire at the end of this year. So, Ali, we see you.
Thankfully, a boardroom isn't going to be the making or breaking of Ali Brigginshaw's rugby league
that
career.
is correct, but I still think she deserves her flowers.
Yeah.
So congratulations on the meeting room. Anyway,
get to the juicy stuff. Here we go.
What do you got?
It's juicy. Well, I don't have much, but I'm just saying.
What's doing?
Yeah, it's a bit of a...
Why now?
Well, it's a debacle, I would say. A debacle. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've had my little brain thinking about this over the last couple of days because as you do when you're at a club, you start to get whispers and it starts to come out slowly.
Okay, so what day did you first hear about this?
Yeah, I heard about this.
It dropped the leak. What was who told you?
No,
Monday. So
it came out yesterday. Monday, there was, from what I was hearing, there was rumblings of something going on. Definitely didn't see a resignation from Tio come into play. I was really shocked from that. But then last night, I took a seat back and I was like, all right, but I'm going to put myself in his shoes. What does he really want? One, he didn't come here because of Michael Maguire, right? He was under Kevy's book. Like that's what was on a serious note.
He was at the Finns in the Queensland Cup.
Correct.
And then Kevy brought him over as an assistant.
Yes. Trent Barrett also, I believe, was under Kevy's watch. Is that correct?
The hottest assistant in rugby league. Yep,
correct. And still, I seen him yesterday in building, handshaking, looking good, really good.
I bet he's got really smooth palms.
No.
like a working man's hand, but also smooth.
Are you okay?
It's the weirdest thing
I'm just.
Why would I shake his hand?
It's just nice to feel nice again.
I was slapping glutes in there, man. And he's very firm.
Don't talk to me about Trent Barrett's glutes.
Anyway, I copped a feel. It was good. But I sat back and I was like, all right, where this scenario sort of has come out of nowhere. I think Dave Donahue was on radio this morning and he was saying that it'd come out of nowhere, which, I mean, probably a little bit surprising to hear that from him, but in the sense of whatever goes on at the club, I mean, there's a lot more that happens in the build-up with, the Gordy stuff, so maybe he didn't see it coming. In that sense, maybe he's trying to put out spot fires there and what's going on there. So I had to think about it and I come up with a few scenarios, boys. A fair few scenarios. Probably three.
It's like multi-choice. Do we get to choose?
Yeah. And I'm going to say
D, all the above?
I'm going to say some things that I want you to A, B, or C.
Yep.
All right. Where I think what's gone on, actually not what's gone on, what's going to happen to Ben Teo. So my first thought process was like, all right, why would he leave without another job? I just don't think that's the case. When you think about logically, I know Tio's got a little family. I just don't feel like he'd be he's not dumb. He's a very smart, intelligent person. So I would say that he's been around the game long enough to understand that he's got to walk into something else. So, I mean, there's been a little bit of whispers about Origin, all right? I think that's the latest. And that was one of my scenarios. I was like, all right, what if they've... Because I know that they don't... Obviously, Thingy's moved on, Hane's moved on now, so they haven't filled that spot, it doesn't seem like. Because they would have been public about that, right, already, in the Origin space. How far are we out of Origin? Like 2 months. Like, I feel like you've got to have all your ducks in a row already and your coaches in position. So... They have not named someone there yet. So possibility number one, Ben Teo has walked from the Broncos because he wants an opportunity to coach at a level for State of Origin. Number two, and this is a two-pronged one, there could be, while he's doing that job, there's a team coming in next year who are the Perth Bears, where Mal Meninga and him have a very good relationship. He's played under him for multiple years. They haven't also named a lot of their staff at the moment as well. So there's another one. But the other one that could be as well involved with that is the PNG bid as well, that I think. That could be a possibility.
With Schmatty Mo Carrigan.
Yes.
Sorry.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, stop there.
He's just doing that to bump his price up, boys. All right, he's staying. He's not going anywhere. The last one. Now, this is the one that I came up with this morning.
Is this one you found on Reddit?
No.
You look like a Redditor.
No. I can't get onto those sites anymore in Australia. So... No,
Reddit,
this one I've come up with
Same thing.
this morning, and I thought to myself, all right, you got to think outside of the box a little bit. This is my last scenario, and for me, it just seems like it's probably the right one.
Wait, can we all jump in here and guess what it's going to be?
I have a feeling.
All right, Fox, you go, and then Ryan, and then I'll have
my conspiracy tinfoil hat theory is that he might be offered a job at the Cowboys.
Okay.
I'm
not gonna.
I wasn't thinking that, so you go. I don't know what you're thinking. I have no idea.
You have one?
Yeah, maybe this is all smoke and mirrors. Payne Haas has got an AC problem. Madge has sat Ben Teo down and said, Benny,
good.
I know it's been a few years, mate, but remember that run you did for Souths in 14?
Yeah.
Put him back on.
We need a couple of impact games
Tough
off the
carries.
bench from you, Ben. No, I got no idea. Please tell us. What's your theory?
You have anything?
No, I have nothing.
This is my big theory. All right. I think the old fella who keeps coming back and biting us in the bum, Wayne Bennett, I reckon I think that he could have poached Ben Teo to go back to
South.
the South to be his understudy, to become the head coach of the Rabbitohs in the next couple of years.
This is a hot take.
That's a smoky one.
Yeah, I like it.
And the reason why I say that is because he's taken pain already, right? I just feel like Wayne has got it out for the Broncos. And he loves the club. I know his history as well, same as Gordy. We've all heard it. But I just feel like there's got to be... I've really used my brain this morning on this one.
Yeah, and it shows. That's good.
And I
thought I could
thought
smell smoke.
this might be the biggest... This could be... And I haven't heard anything from it. Like, this is the truth, boys. I've just gone... What other clubs has he been at? He's not going to go to the Tigers.
Well, the other thing there is, like, if there is some beef between Teo and Madge, imagine Teo going, all right, flip the bird to you. I'm going to go back to Souths and win a couple of comps with the old man at your old club.
Yeah. And to be honest, and this is the other reason I think it, is because the other reason I think of this scenario is because Wayne was the person who told Ben Teo to get into coaching at the Dolphins.
Full circle.
He's been playing the Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he's been playing the long game.
Oh, my.
And I think that he wanted him to obviously take over, I reckon, at the Redcliffe Dolphins, but obviously Wolfie there. So I think he's got a second chance, and I reckon it could be the Rabbitohs and Ben Teo in the next couple of years. But that's just what I think.
I don't not see that happening. That's insane.
Oh, I've got goosebumps, boys. I've got goosebumps.
There's like the Sam Burgess narrative's always hanging around in the background for South Sydney as well. He's over at Warrington at the moment, but everyone kind of is. It almost feels like it's a matter of when, not if, that he comes back. But I mean, Teo, it's the same kind of mold. That's just what made me think of it then. I mean, two angry front rowers, not front rowers, forwards. Former forwards of the game, very proud, passionate men.
Crazy, right? Really crazy. And I don't think we've seen this as Broncos fans coming. But let me play by play. He does Origin this year, and then he moves on and goes to South at the end of the year, and then takes over in the next couple of years.
That makes a lot of sense.
And you know what? You've got to. I feel like I've watched coaches over the years be players and turn into coaches. You've got to have coach your own footy side, right? Teo's done that at 2 levels now at Redcliffe. He understands what it's like to be under someone as well. He's won a grand final, both with it as a player and as not a player now. His credentials are, I think he's ready as a coach. So,
man, if this comes off, I'd almost have to give you immunity to the multi. Like
that's some high level thinking.
Yeah, I just honestly, it's really deep thinking, but I'm a real deep person.
This is great.
I've always said that about you.
I love it when you go deep, Jharal.
I was just about to say something, but I'll bite my tongue.
Benny Teo's been running waters for the Bronx. Has he just been knifed by Alfie so Alfie can get his job back? Have we thought about that?
I was with Alf the other day. He's not holding water. He's been holding other things. He's been curling other liquids. Let's put it that way. Crazy to think. What a weird week for the club at the Brisbane Broncos. And then it comes full circle again when they play the Dolphins. Teo was involved with. Like, it's just weird, right?
True.
Like, it's just how everything comes around. So. Also, one of the biggest games for us this weekend at Suncorp.
One of the biggest games you just say. I mean, you just won in Melbourne for the first time in 13 years, and we're sitting here. We've just spent 15 minutes talking about the assistant coach.
Yeah, incredible, isn't it?
So much noise.
But he is a Bronco. You know, that's a weird thing too. Teo also is a Bronco.
Yeah.
So it's weird to watch him walk away from the club. But then we not knowing what's going on at the moment, is interesting. And I haven't reached out yet, but I will in the next couple of days. Let it settle.
Not the first fire he started at Red Hill, based on the yarns you've told us.
No, in the bin over at the Cyril Connell building. I
forgot about that.
I was smoking darts. I know things on you. Get me in.
As he left Red Hill, he's flicked a durry and
that'd be a good AI.
No, come on, it's 2026. It was a
vape
cigarette with a busted battery. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, very interesting, boys. It's to say the least.
Should we talk about that Bronx win?
Yeah, 100%.
Can we please?
Do we know about Roger Tuivasa-Sheck? Have you heard about that?
Super League.
Wakefield. Yeah, pretty crazy.
We will get. Let's do Bronx first.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, what a win.
That's just needed.
Yeah, what was the main takeaways for yourselves?
We're still the comeback kids.
We still got it.
Yeah.
We're still good.
What, 18-0 in the second half. If you put yourselves in the right position, I think they were 11 from 11 in the first 20 in that second half. So if you're someone who needs the Broncos to fail, just take the ball off them and make sure they have errors, which a lot of teams are, and that's what Penrith did, I believe, to them in the round 1. And round 2, they didn't hold the ball. So, yeah, when they've got possession and they keep the ball and they get repeat sets, they're pretty hard to stop.
I thought it was one of the first times we've seen them win like that when Walshy hasn't had the best game. Like, Carrigan was probably their best on ground for mine. I don't know if you boys agree, but
he only had like 40-odd run meters, but I think that he was doing a lot more off the ball and in support.
Well, when Renault, I think since
he had 2 or 3 tries, like the last 3 tries Bronx scored all came through Reece. Like
that's true,
but that's
he got on the ball and started dishing, and they just couldn't do anything. Like the speed that he gets over the advantage line at, like his first few steps. Sometimes it's the reason that he botches the pass.
Yeah.
Because he's still getting his tempo right. Like a really good example is Dean Mariner. Sometimes he shovels a ship hill or he drops one because he's going 100 miles an hour and he doesn't slow his feet a little bit.
Yes.
But Reece, like when his first, 5 or 6 steps or whatever it is, it's so quick that the panic that it puts in, the 2-man, 3-man and 4-man, like they just themselves. Like they just freeze.
Well,
they sit on their heels or they go like, They got to check him, and by the time they look up again and see where they're supposed to be, they're already been on the outside.
Short long he done
for Ricky.
Yeah, for Ricky. Like it's just, it does what exactly you're saying, Oscar. It puts them in a panic. It sits them on their heels.
Yep.
They don't know they need to come in, jam. Well, by the time you look to your teammate to go, what are we doing here? He's there.
He's just run straight through
so
you.
You can't substitute speed in this game, and he's got plenty of it.
Or it stresses them into a poor decision, and they get, if I'm the defending centre and I'm seeing him coming at me, and I've got Ricky coming at me here,
Yes.
and I've got Stags coming at me here, and I just go, oh, and I just do it, and he's good enough to react to that cue and play short.
There would be, when you're watching footage of the Broncos, it would be take time away from him because he'll make errors if you take the time away from him. But in that second half, they just didn't. They just didn't have the time. Like he was on the front foot every single time.
Yeah.
Would quick play the balls, and he just had the rest. The rest is history.
53 receipts for Walshy.
53.
Yeah.
That's a lot for a
is a
fullback.
lot.
277 kick meters. Like it was it was him realizing that, I don't need the ball in my hand to have an impact. Like I can lean on,
or he can dish.
everyone
he can
else
take
around
control
him.
without doing it.
Yeah.
All. I mean, he was doing it all himself, but he was setting others up.
Yeah.
This week, I would like to see him kick more to take a lot of stress off Renault. I would like to see him take control of the kicking game because we know Renault's short kicking game is immaculate, but we know he's coming back from an injury. Just take a little bit of heat off him and kick some more of those footies, and that he doesn't have to chase on those Walshy, and then he can get down there and organise. So
he's rifling a few of those 40-20s, isn't he?
Yeah.
53 touches for a fullback. That's what Kalen Ponga averages in this new night system where he basically plays halfback.
Yeah.
So put that in perspective. A guy like Dylan Edwards is a really high effort, high involvement type fullback. I'm going to guess he averages about 35, 40 touches a game.
53.
That's so many.
To put that into perspective, Ezra Mann had 36.
Well, I wanted to talk about Ez, actually. I wanted to get your take on Ezra's game in this one because to me, he reminded me of the Bronx season last year, like inside 80 minutes. And what I mean by that is, do you remember last year when the first 8 to 10 weeks, Reece couldn't pick a pass in 3-on-2s?
Yes.
And we were talking about, he's rattled by the Suaalii hit. And then fast forward 12 months, he's dishing out tries for fun, right? Out the back of Chez.
Yes.
Like Ezra in that game, it just felt like nothing was going right for him. He was taking like 35 odd touches. That's a fair bit for a 5'8". Like that's decent numbers. And also considering how involved Reece was. So Ezra was trying to get involved. Nothing much was really happening for him. And to me, it looked like he just kept at it. He didn't try anything different. It wasn't like, okay, this tip option ain't going to work, so I'm going to flick pass or I'm going to go over the top. He just started taking runs. How many hit ups did he have?
Ezra Mann had, where is it?
He would have had a lot.
Like maybe 15 hit ups?
Surely.
All runs 12.
Yeah,
12.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
But I would say Ezra is scarier when he runs the ball.
When he's running.
Because he's getting quick play of the balls if he's not making breaks.
Yeah.
And that's when Walshy can fill up
on the next one.
And go again.
He had 6 missed tackles that game. Do you reckon that kind of rattled him? Because normally his defense is quite strong. So do you reckon he's gone, I need to make an impact in a different way?
I don't know. I mean, he's getting spotted right now because they don't have a right four and he's had 2 centres in 3 games on his left. So I think I'm not really concerned. Like, to me, it was just really encouraging that a guy like Ezra, who we usually, sort of recognise for highlight reel moments, it wasn't happening for him. And instead of going away from it or trying something different, he just kept chipping away, taking shit hit ups and getting hammered, making 3-metre gains. And it wasn't him with the highlight reel moments at the end of the game. But to me, it was just a really encouraging sign of like, that's how Madge coaches his teams.
Yeah.
He wants you to go through the shit work and learn how to play tough and ugly, and the points will come later. So for me, it was an encouraging, if not a little bit kind of scrappy performance from Ezra.
Yeah. How are you feeling going into Battle of Brisbane on Friday night?
Well,
I
mean,
think the Finns would have to be licking their lips with what's happening off the field, surely.
Well, I mean, you would be, right? I mean, it's not only the funny thing about this club. We've got ex staff members everywhere littered in that club as well. So it's not only a big one for the teams, it's a big one. It's a bragging right for a lot of our staff, for a lot of the staff over there. There's staff who've been at the Broncos for a long time that are over there at the moment. So the CEO is an ex-Bronco who had been here for a long time at the Broncos. So there's a lot of bragging rights to be involved. I would say that if the players can just block out what's going on, it would be hard for them at the moment, I think, because Tio is such a big part of the fabric of the club and how so for him to I'm sure at some stage he'll reach out to the players, but it would have disturbed them a little bit at the start of the week, but I know they don't have training today, so team run tomorrow, barbecue. For us people who work at the club, it's a good day. It's a good week because we know how much this means to us as well. It's our home game, so looking forward to it. Is it our home game?
I think
it is. Yeah.
Was the TO stuff a public blow up at the club, or was it kind of behind closed doors and the players didn't really see it?
I don't think the players knew.
Who's the
what's
mole,
going
Jharal?
on.
It is a home game, by the way.
It is a home game. Thought
Yep.
so. I don't know who the mole is. I thought there was people
You're the
coming
mole.
out saying guacamole. I thought there was people come out and said that T.O. was the mole. Like, I don't know. There's all these.
It's gaudy.
There's all these scenarios. There's always these scenarios. You can take it how you want. At the end of the day, he's made a decision on his career and he's moved on now. I think the best thing, like, it's like a soap opera at our club at the moment.
Oh
You know what I
my
mean?
God, it
Like,
doesn't end.
And you know what? No matter what we do, big or small, it's always going to be in the paper.
I was going to say.
It's always gonna be
It's
in the
almost
paper.
as if the Brisbane Broncos sells papers and
That's
generates
crazy.
clicks.
But you don't see
Who are
many.
they owned by?
You don't see many premiership winners have this happen 4 weeks into a season. It's
But
unprecedented.
no premier winners of the Broncos either.
This is
I was
true.
gonna say,
This is
like-
very true.
Like,
It's a privilege.
when I was in there this morning for a coffee, you just got to smile.
laugh.
Just smile and wave, boys. That's all you got to do. It's still humming around there. Like, it's not no one's. You know, we obviously have had a few losses at the start of the year already from on the field and off the field. But I think at the end of the day, we're a football club. We're not a movie. If you win on Friday, I think it'll all go away a little bit.
You're running drinks for him on Friday night.
Put the hand up.
I love my job, and I think I'll stay in my job. I think I'm happy to stay in my job.
Bronx v Finns. Bronx 1 to 12 or 13 plus? Fogs?
13 plus.
Smoke and mirrors. I think it's going to be tight. I think.
What's the line?
I'm with the Finns.
Yeah, I'm
6
with
and
the
a
Finns
half.
as well.
from-
I
Of
think-
course, you would be.
Well,
1 to
the-
12.
He is a Finns boy.
The Finns the last 2 weeks defensively have been very impressive, I think. And we've been speaking the last couple of weeks about they're a different team to what they were last year.
I think
3.5.
They were poor the first 2 games. They were much better last week, and I don't think it's a coincidence. Max Plath and Big Ray Mysterio Stone back
Yeah, he
Isn't
was
he
good.
in the middle.
it's a big game for Brisbane.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a bold take.
Yeah, it's a big game for the city, for the area.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, because I'm hearing ticketing public. Well, it'll be sold out.
I was going to say, are you making it along?
No,
No.
I
Let
won't
me
be.
try and buy one right now. see what
No,
happens.
I won't be going to this one. There's plenty more that I'll be going to this year, but this one's probably a little bit too big and crowded for me to be going to. I'd be happy to sit at home.
Rowdy.
I've got some stuff to do on Friday evening anyway.
What do you have to do?
You sound nervous,
Work.
Jharal.
No, I've got work to do. I'm working on Friday, so I won't be able to get to the game, unfortunately. But I look forward to tuning in.
There was a lot said about. Sorry, folks.
Oh,
You trying to buy tickets for
I'm
us?
looking at the ticket prices now. Cheapest one's $88. My
Uncle Ned's.
word.
Get out the credit
Thanks,
card.
Uncle.
Yeah.
Four,
The
please.
cheapest one.
Cheapest is 88, and
expensive.
that's a child's ticket. Yeah.
That's expensive.
Yo, I'm a child.
Good lord.
I'll put diapers on. There was a lot said about Madge's bench rotation last week against Melbourne. He leans on his big players in big games, and then they used 15 players last week. Payne Haas is out for this game. So suddenly there's 80 minutes or 70, however many minutes he played last week, 70 odd, that Brisbane need to find through the middle, and that's exactly where Redcliffe are attacking at the moment. You notice the
through the
adjustments
middle,
they've made?
Yeah.
So the edges are getting up really high on Katoa. So if they're looking to shift left to Hammer and Herbie, if I'm a right edge defensive unit, I'm getting up really, really high. And not only am I trying to get my inside men to pressure Isaiah from the inside, but the higher and earlier I get up, it's just literally cuts down the passes for him. So it makes the only option available to him is the most difficult one, which is over the top. And so Redcliffe have adjusted. They've started dropping Herbie back underneath. And now Herbie's going underneath, and they've got, if you imagine what that defensive line looks like, that shape would be on the left tram line, so outside the posts. There are now like 6, 7, 8 defenders down that one side of the field when Herbie gets the ball. and they're shifting back the other way. They scored twice last week, moving the ball back the other side against Cronulla. So whoever fills in for Payne Haas's minutes this week in that Broncos middle, there's going to be a lot of work required around that ruck to make sure that Redcliffe don't switch the attack back the other way.
I feel like we've picked a small bench as well. We've got Hunt, Tolte, Tafa, Shibasaki, Hunt, and Jaden Hunt and Blake Moser on the bench.
Yep.
I feel like that's a small bench, size wise.
Well,
a lot of work for Tolte and Tafa there, I think.
Yeah. I mean, is it just the next man up?
Well, he's
Takira's
going to have to
probably
be
not available.
Jensen's a hard-working fella. So is Willison. So hopefully they can stand up to the likes of Tommy Gilbert,
Stand on
Kafusi. Flegler's off the bench. He'll probably have a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, hopefully he plays. He's got a rib injury at the moment, but
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a big one. It's just, man,
those eyebrows
like,
going up
honestly,
there.
but it just never ends for us.
No.
And you know what? But I will say this about the Payne situation. I'd rather us be understanding what it's like without him early in the year rather than later in the year because we need him. So, yeah, have a week off, big dog.
You seem stressed, Jharal.
I'm not stressed.
You all right?
I just hate my life.
Moving on.
You don't want off the roller coaster, though, do you?
Nah, put me back on.
Yeah.
Another one. Let's go around again. I love this shit, bro. This is the best.
Waz watch, RTS to Super League.
Yeah.
We touched on that earlier.
Wakefield.
It's 2027. Have I got that right?
Yeah, next year.
Next year?
Next year.
Make
He'll
some
be
bank.
the biggest signing. I mean, it's a pretty tough area to go to. It's not like it's not that exciting, Wakefield to live in, but they have a huge
Shout out Wakefield.
huge following fans.
why do you think Roger, who probably had a number of options available to him,
Travel.
why do you think
At the
he
end
went
of his
to Wakey?
career, I think
Bit of travel
Yeah,
over
I
there?
think that.
Is he making bank over there too?
He will make bank.
Yeah.
He'll be their biggest signing. Well, tell me their last biggest signing at Wakefield.
I can't.
Yeah, well, correct.
Blake Austin, did he go there?
The Austin of Blake, yeah, may have. But what I'm saying is, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck is a dual international.
Household name.
He's a household name. Yeah, I like it for Super League, as in it brings more eyes to their game because Roger's going there. Does it make them a better team? I only think they have 3 NRL players in that squad. Not saying, again, nothing against the Super League players, but I'm also saying what's attracting him to go to Wakefield. That's what I was That's the thought process for me. But it probably is the travel. I'd say there's a fair bit of coin involved. He's pretty well known.
Mate, he seems
Roger
like
Tuivasa-Sheck.
his vlogs are cool. I like watching his vlogs. You
Yeah.
guys seen that?
No,
he
I haven't.
talks about the
His brother's a
games
big
previously,
content fella.
and so he was like talking.
Shape?
He's a little bit of shape, but also
Something
just
that gets you, Toey.
some of some of the chat between the players. Like he was marked up on Marky Mark last week or 2 weeks ago, and Mark cramped after Rog.
Oh, yeah, that's a
tackled
good
him.
yarn.
And so he's like, Roger's like the nicest dude in the world, right? Gets up and
he's
starts stretching out
helping
the
him.
calf for him. And then like 2 minutes later, Mark's got the ball and put some mad footwork on him and absolutely cranked him. And Roger's like ran back, got to Mark and goes, "What about your calf, bro?" He's like, "Oh yeah, sorry, G."
That's great.
There isn't a heap of NRL talent on this Wakefield team.
I think they have what's the name from us? Smoothie.
Yep, Smoothie.
Smoothie, yeah.
Oh.
Mason Lenore and Jazz Tavanga.
Vanga.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only
So 4, there you go.
3, yeah. That's it.
With
Big
3,
bad
yeah,
Jazz.
3, so it'll be the 4th. So it's a big move for him. But I would say that it sucks because it's an end of an era. Remember, like the highlight reel that Roger Tuivasa-Sheck has had in the NRL in elite sport is huge. So I wish him all the best if that does get finalised. He'll be sadly missed.
But the Waz look good. And I imagine you're writing bulk words on the Neds blog this week, Oscar.
And I can't stress this enough. Who? Yeah, the Waz are good, man.
And you know what? I wrote them off. So,
As did I.
but I said not till round 10.
It's a long year.
I'll eat my words. But it is a long year. But they're playing well.
They've just got such a deep squad. Like we're talking,
Yeah.
the main narrative this week will be around Luka Mikiafu, Luke Metcalf returning in at 6, which has happened sooner than we all expected. I sat on my high horse on the blog this week and punched out 800 words about why we needed to pump the brakes on Manna Boyd and Luka Mikiafu as a halves pairing, and then jumped onto NRL.com and saw that Webby had already named them for this week. So I've got to rejig a few of my words there, but it's like they're good ball attack. I think is what I wrote a lot about this week. Is for me, it's like one of the best balanced in the competition, and that was why I was just a little mindful about shoving another ball dominant half into their attack. Because when the Wars get into good ball, it's pretty simple, but like their 5'8" Chanel usually sits on the left. Like he rarely leaves that left tram line. Hey, he sits on the left edge. He's got a back row at centre and a winger outside him. So four numbers there, and his job is to pull defensive numbers.
Yep.
If the defence gets 4 on him, then they've got a 6-on-4 split, 6 defenders on the open side, and that's what the attack's looking for in their back line. If the defence puts 3 on him, he goes. And that's exactly what Luke Hanson did for Helasima's try last week. So that's a good example. And then in the middle, Wade Egan controls their attack, but it's not just him. Like their middles are so skillful. Like all of them can tip. If you go through the other packs in the comp, everyone's got a ball playing middle. Fish can do it. Barney can do it. Jackson Ford, respectfully, probably is the one guy that doesn't tip a pass. Aaron Clark can do it. Val Mugger can do it. Who else tipped one the other day? Anyway, doesn't matter. There's so many
can all
guys.
do it.
They can all do it.
They've all got tips.
And they're all,
Just the tip.
they've all got the license to overcall it if they see it. And that's exactly what Barney did for Ford's try last week.
True.
Hanson was pulling 4 on the left. Tanner and Tain Tuapiki are out to the right. The left edge goes up too high. Barney overcalls it. There was a defender retreating late down that short side. And so he just overcalled it, tip and goes. So, like, they're so well balanced across the field. They ask genuine questions in all 3 channels, and then wherever the look or the cue is, that's where they move the ball. Does that change when Luke Metcalf comes in, who's a 50-plus possession per
It's
game
going to be
half?
interesting, isn't it?
Or does he have to change his game? I think I'm guessing that's what will happen for the first few weeks. He's coming back from an ACL. I reckon Lucas sits on that left-hand side and just eases his way back
Lets
in.
Tanner kind of steer the ship
and
around
lets
a little
Tanner,
bit.
but-
Yeah.
Well, this
Is that the best version of the Wars?
Well, you got to play the hot hand at the
what do you
moment,
mean?
haven't
Is
you?
it the best? They're winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the best version. It's like who was at the Bulldogs and they took him out? last
Toby.
year? Like what the heck? Like just leave. Just leave. I think
not
just leave
broken.
it. If it's not broken, you don't need to fix it.
Play the hot hand.
And as much as I'm not. I suppose I'm not death riding them, but it's my word against the punters. Like I said to them that they wouldn't make the 8 this year, but they're playing such good footy that I'm happy to be wrong. I'm very happy to be wrong, and I like the way they're playing it. So up the Wars, yeah.
They come out and pump Newcastle last week out of that Friday night Auckland time slot where they always win. So like that's good to see. They got the Tigers this Friday night back in Auckland.
They're going 4-0, baby.
Yeah. I mean, the odds are pretty short, eh?
Yeah.
$1.20 to win this game.
Yeah.
But this is where I feel like
In the past.
they've fallen over in these ones.
it's a great point.
So if they don't, then kudos to them and how they've changed their mentality. But we've seen this story before and they've done it before. But I do want to be proven wrong by them, and I want to see them be successful, and I want to see them go far, even though I wrote them off.
So do you guys reckon, like on the evidence we've got available, is Boyd and Metcalf 7 and 6? Is that
think-
the best look for this Wildcats team?
I think in the long run, I think at the
In the
moment.
long run too?
Like as in, I don't think he's probably going to play a big, huge role in the first couple of games. Like it's huge to come back into from an ACL.
But you
They
reckon
would've-
that's what they'll
I think so.
persist with?
I think so. I mean, I think so. I think they'll let Tanner run the ship.
I can hear Carl just shouting.
Yeah.
We're
We're gonna get some fan mail.
He'll be listening to this. He'll be screaming. He's like, "You're wrong. This is what should be happening."
I put the Wars in my top 4
Yeah.
just so I keep my job.
Well, so I didn't, and
I
he's
did
been
not either.
hammering me. So
Did I have
sorry.
him 4 or 5?
Somewhere there.
I'll pull it up.
You
and
had
have
him
a
in
look.
there,
I was unfamiliar with your game, New Zealand.
The Tigers, though, so Luai's gone for 4 weeks. That was a hard watch, I think, against the Rabbitohs.
No, it was good actually.
Yeah, you would think that, but I mean, they had chances
Man,
right up until the final
They did
siren.
have chances.
How long has he's gone for a while?
4 weeks, and Dewey's back in, so it's not as bad as they were thinking it was.
Oh, would that mean Jock will get a shot?
Yes, Jock's in at 6
I
this
do
week.
like
Is
that.
it Jock or is it?
I thought it was NRL.com's got Jock at 6 currently.
Latu Fainu would be. Maybe he's not. He's still come back from injury.
I like Jock.
I like Jock too.
I like Jock. I think
Latu's in
he-
the resis.
I think he hasn't proven away from the Broncos yet. Like he's had a good, when he was in there, it's hard to stand out when you're at a club like the Broncos,
Yeah.
right? Like he is a very structured player. Jock is.
He's a very.
He just does his job right.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how he.
He's a conventional number 7.
Yes.
He'll get you to spots on the field. He'll kick well.
And kids out there,
He's
if you're a
decent
conventional
defender.
number 7, you play NRL. That's good. So even though kids are going to,
But you shouldn't be listening to this.
So go to
This
bed.
is 18 plus.
And stop being so conventional.
I'm talking to all the big kids. That's all I'm talking. All right? Who still want to play NRL.
Was it a tough watch from the Tigers? Sorry. Was the Tigers' attack not good enough, or was that just a really impressive defensive display from South?
Yeah, that's where I don't know where I stand on that because
Yeah.
the errors the
Bit of
Tigers
both.
made.
Bit
Yeah,
of both. Bit of both. Yeah, I'd be happy to take a bit of both from that. Yeah, it wasn't a most exciting game.
No.
You know, for
No, it
you,
wasn't.
I mean, like
No, it
as a-
wasn't
as a-
exciting.
but as a fan, you
You just want to talk
get 2
Jai Gray.
points.
No, I don't want
You
to.
get 2 points. Like
Love you, Jai.
I feel like at times you held on where you needed to.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
really encouraged by South's defence.
Yeah.
So for me, it was more about desperate South.
Well, I was going to say
poor
not just
Tigers.
defence, but desperate, like being desperate, jumping on balls that were on the ground that needed to be. He was immaculate. He was immaculate in that last 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
He was taking
He was everywhere.
catches that way he probably shouldn't have been catching at his height.
Yes.
So yeah, I would say a bit of both though.
It's a problem for Benji's rotation, putting Tristan Hope on at 9 for the last 20 minutes. I think he's actually a handy player, like coming through, but you need your best players on to close out games. You need them to start and finish. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see, especially with Jerome out for the next few weeks. I'm assuming most of their attack goes through Appy. The Tigers seem to look best when they're attacking from like halfway, like with momentum. Like they'll try and offloads or quick play the balls, bang, bang, bang. Appy's jumping out, and then they just kind of they react to cues, and then they kind of go. It's a little bit like the Sharks when Nico was the main man, but they play through Appy.
I mean, you look at the Tigers squad and you think, man, they should be playing better footy. On paper, it looks
For the first time in a lot, it's a genuine first choice 13.
yeah,
hey?
correct.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You look at it and you go, geez.
Maybe not this way. There's a few outs now with the injuries and that.
But I like Jharal Skelton on the wing. I think he's a tough carrier of the ball. He can get dirty when he wants to. Taruva is Taruva. I mean, he's probably there's errors in his game and he needs to shut his mouth a little bit. But I like how he plays as well. But it is going to be telling to see how they stand up against these forwards
the
in
Warriors pack.
the pack, because if you want to go somewhere and have an upset, this is the big one. And you can get complacent, you know, in times like this when you're what are they?
When you're
0-3?
3-0.
Yeah, 3-0. When you're 3-0, you got to be careful about not being complacent. So let's see if the Warriors.
Before we take a break, your long-necked friend.
Yeah,
We're going
Yes.
to talk about him.
yeah. This is going to be an interesting game tomorrow. Do I think he gets booed, man? Like I just don't know.
He will.
Surely he gets booed.
He gets
You
booed.
reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he gets
Okay.
booed from a place of love.
Yeah.
Nah, dude. I reckon I grew up in Brookvale.
Well,
There are going to be 4 Pines cans flying over the
which is
sidelines at
ridiculous
halftime.
because he's their most capped player of all time. Is
Yeah.
he not? Like,
I can't see a world where he doesn't get hammered, especially because he's going to tear him a new one in this game. Right?
I think if
kinda
the
like him to
Roosters
score,
if the Roosters beat
Daly
him
to
down,
score.
Yeah.
For the multi.
I don't understand why.
We'll be right back.
I just don't understand why they still haven't given Joey Walsh the crack. Like, you haven't given him his opportunity. Like, from all reports, he's the kid.
Yeah.
So, like, I just don't understand. They've lost all their games and not looked great.
Brooksy's been not very good, respectfully.
I suppose on the other spectrum of it, you got to go, all right, you got to give him a bit more time possibly to Luke Brooks to bounce back
With a new half.
with a new half. But, man,
I'm with you.
this kid, man, the reason why Daly only left because he wanted to go, but he opened a door for Joey Walsh, and they're still not playing him. I don't understand that. I don't get it. For me, this is the game where you start Joey Walsh. You're up against.
Yeah, you put him up against.
Yes,
Against
I
the
do.
old master.
Old bull, the young
I honestly think, as a coach, as much as it probably makes you nervous, I think you've got to.
Siebes is the last coach in the
I know
NRL
that.
to do something.
I know.
Based on,
But he
vibe
might
like
be
that,
the
isn't
first
he?
coach
Yeah,
that
it's a
goes
great
this
shout.
year,
Yeah.
so he needs to do something. Like,
He has done something. He's named. Scroll down for me a little bit further so I can get the first name right. Keep going.
It's Homole.
Simeone. Simeone Laifi. I'm butchering that.
It's a tough one.
He is a big bad hombre in the middle of the field. He's mobile. He's large. He's got footwork and an offload.
116 kegs.
Everything.
2 meters tall.
He's everything that Manly's middle needs.
My
He's
word.
very young and he's very raw, so it's not going to happen straight away. But I reckon he gets a debut this week. Yeah.
I just think the Roosters run through
They're
this
gonna
side.
pants
Oh,
them,
yeah.
I fear for the scenes at Brookvale if they put up a big score.
they're gonna-
I think this is going to be
50.
very interesting watch.
And my friend's neck does look extra long in that jersey.
It's the V. I think the V does him a disservice.
Yeah, it really-
It's like pulling away
Jesus, do you reckon there's surgery you can get or something to get it down a bit?
I reckon go longer. Double down.
I'm not touching this because last time we clipped this up, the commenters came for us for making fun of his neck. So you're allowed to do it, but we can't.
What do you mean? He's my friend.
That's what I'm saying. You can get away with
No,
it.
what do you mean? Look at it.
No, but seriously.
Look how long it is.
I don't even need to zoom in. I've got to look back here at it.
It's unfair. He gets more high tackle calls against him.
Yeah.
I think they pants him.
Helps when
And I
passing
think,
around corners, though.
and it makes me. I double down on these the Hello Sport. It would give me so much joy if he went there because the content would be great. If they'd be at half mast, the flag. It would be awesome. And they're having a big day on the Good Day Hill. I'm pretty sure there as well. So we want it to be a bad day. Sorry, all you Manly
I think
fans.
it's gonna be a
I've
bad
been
day.
with Manly for a long time.
Marky Mark.
Now I'm against them.
Marky Mark hat trick.
Oh,
Marky Mark
Do you
hat
like a
trick.
price for that?
Against Manly's
Oh.
left edge.
well, yeah, true.
Yeah.
He should
No,
have
you
a-
don't have the balls, man.
Not for the multi. Good lord.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Good lord.
Anyway, should we go? Should we
$1.30
get
for
into
one?
that?
Yeah, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll jump into this multi.
God, it's been really weird in here. Lord.
You're listening to NRL Unpopular Opinions. It is multi-time. We'll recap what went wrong last week. Fogs and I both got our legs wrong, so we went 2 from 4. I had the over in Eels and the Dogs, and Fogs had the Titans plus 5.5.
Just
on
to
the-
cover.
Just to cover, yep.
Against the team doing real bad, and they're the team doing
Made them look
bad.
real good.
Well, the Titans, haven't we had this conversation before?
I get honey dicked by the Titans all the time.
The Titans trap.
Yeah,
It was a
but
sad Sunday, wasn't it?
how good's Jaden Campbell?
He's pretty good.
They pretty bloody
Thought he was
good.
good.
Pretty good.
Pretty bloody good, mate. Pretty bloody good.
All right, where are we going?
I'm going to start this week. I'm going to take the Wars alternate line minus 6.5 against the Tigers.
Nice.
And then Friday night we got 2 legs.
Thursday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Thursday night. Yep.
That's okay. You
The
might
Ups
have
got
2
it the
legs
wrong
on
way around.
Friday night. We hope
Yep.
you've got 2 legs. Be a bit worried if you come in and you've got none. What have you gone in that game?
Well, we've got a bit of synergy between us this week, Jharal.
Great word,
We're getting
synergy.
in on Chez's return to Brookvale
revenge?
game. Yeah, revenge game.
Ooh, I don't know if it's revenge.
I reckon-
What has he got to revenge?
I reckon.
Well, you
Chez's-
haven't told us. You have the goss.
True. What have you gone?
I reckon Chez's Chooks are going to absolutely pants the Seagulls, so I've taken them at an enormous minus 1.5
that
alternate line.
would be a pantsing. That would be. Oh man.
Yeah. Chooks by 2.
Siebes out.
Chooks 2 plus.
And I've gone a try scorer in this game, and I've gone JT, James Tedesco.
And you spent a good 10 minutes thinking about it. So.
But it's $2. What have you guys got? It's not bigger than mine. That's probably the biggest odds.
No.
Take it off the table. There's actually one bloke that has gone bigger than you, and
We'll get to that, yeah.
But
Okay. All right.
Saturday, that's the middle game. I think I've taken the Storm 13 plus against the Cows.
Yeah.
Yep.
I went against the
Pussy.
Cows last week, and it
Pussy
hurt.
owl.
$1.75. I'm doing better than this fella, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's all right.
Well, no, we're 2 and 2 actually.
Clutching at
And
straws,
all-
boys.
Yep.
I'm hearing surprise 5th leg.
A South
Yeah.
African voice.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Brodamen. The Brodamen.
Our producer Rich has weighed in with some real insight.
he's
A rare way in as well.
Yeah.
He never
Superior
really says
ball knowledge
anything.
as well,
But, you
might
know,
I add.
when two couples are in a room together and then a fifth person walks in, you
got-
don't turn them away, do you? So Rich,
Don't know where you're going with that.
hold on, with Jerome Hughes anytime.
Has he
to
gone
score
that?
He
against the
has.
Cows?
That'd be the biggest leg.
Yeah.
It's a big. Well,
Yeah.
all the more reason to invite that fifth member into the room.
Literally member.
Jerome Hughes, $2.50.
$2.50.
I really like it. Jaden Campbell scored one down that channel last week. The Cows ruck defence getting spotted.
They're just
and
going to
Hughesy loves to run, doesn't he?
Yeah,
So,
they'll bounce back in a
well
huge way,
seen,
Melbourne.
Richard.
We love it, Rich.
Exactly, he
Yeah.
reckons.
So to recap, we got Waz -6.5, Roosters -1.5, Teddy to score, Storm 13 plus, Jerome Hughes anytime $13.68.
Nice.
Yeah. So to recap on the records too, Jharal, you're 3-1. The rest of us are 2-2. We're sold on stand-up comedy. Is that the
Oh,
punishment?
man, it is.
Yep.
Yep.
Round 4 was the cutoff.
Yep. This is it. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. You will be getting some pure gold comedy. at the end of
Apologies
the
now.
year.
You get some.
Well, yeah, it's not
You'll
going to
get some.
Sorry.
You'll be getting us behind the
I'm
microphone.
not
5
saying you're going to be
minutes of,
laughing with us. You'll be laughing at us.
Yeah, you'll get a laugh.
In a way that it is unspeakable. So, I mean, who doesn't want to do this the most? Who
Me.
is the most?
I
Absolutely.
feel like
You-
Ryan.
you
I feel like
do.
Ryan doesn't want to do it the most.
I think you want to do it, do you?
I don't know.
You do want.
I think you do.
I like big crowds when they're away from me, and I can stand in front of them and talk. So it doesn't really bother me. It doesn't really bother me. I'm not gonna tank. I'm not gonna tank for that reason, but I would love nothing but to see you crumble and squirm.
I will say I'd rather do this than get forklift certified because that's a whole
Yeah.
day of my life. This is like 5 minutes.
But you've got to go with tradies who are just like, who is this loser?
Yeah, well.
So, you know what I mean? Like, you're in there going,
And you
I
can't
don't know
tell them
what
you're
to do.
Yeah.
So there's a bad way about that, but the comedy is going to be comedy. It's going to be funny. to
You're more
stand up.
optimistic than the rest of us.
It's going to be
mate.
funny.
Folks, how much have you written of your bit?
I've written a couple of jokes just
Couple
in
of big
case.
jokes?
Can you give us a warm up just to?
No, I can't give away my material. You'll bloody pinch it. But I see a world where I like walk up there with all the confidence in the world. I've planned my set and it
12
just bombs.
Yeah.
And that would
Like
really
your first one,
me in the
like
back.
strong delivery for the first joke.
no.
Crickets.
I've done a bit of speaking before, but like I've known my audience. When
Yeah,
you go
yeah.
into a random room like
Yes.
that,
You'll know within 30
one backing
seconds.
you up.
and then
Yeah.
the next 4.5 minutes is just like an hour. Like, I will bomb.
Your intro's going to go for 30 seconds.
I'll go.
I'm going to let you know this, son. You're in big trouble.
I go. Hey, my name's
It's going
Liam.
to go for 10, and you're going to be like, I got 20 go. My warm up.
No,
It's a
well,
long
good.
5 minutes, brother.
I
Have
just-
you ever rooted before? 5 minutes is a long time.
I wouldn't mind that actually.
Yeah, you didn't say yes. Give us a rundown of tipping before we get out
Yeah,
of here,
well,
folks.
Jharal admitted he forgot to put his tips in this week, and he's actually won the round.
This is why tipping is a crock of shit.
It's-
Maybe I'll just
ridiculous.
forget every week, boys.
So 3 of us finished with 5 tips, but Jarrell's nailed the margin.
Did I?
Oh, you got the
Not
automated-
nailed. You just got the
Closest
least,
to the pin?
least bad
Oh,
one.
okay.
Is yours set to back the home team?
Yeah,
or the
so
favourite?
I tipped
The home
Storm.
team.
I went betting favourites
Yeah,
for me.
okay.
But yeah, Oscar, you and I went 5 as well, but we had
Well
the
said.
same margin, minus 36. Ryan finished
Yeah,
with 3.
shocking.
So on the year, I'm still ahead on 16. Oscar's 15.
I'm with Ryan.
Yeah,
You're a
Jharal, you and
loser.
Ryan 13.
How am I with you?
Yeah, better put your bloody tips in, mate.
What are we going to... There's nothing... This is just pure...
Yeah, this
fun.
is just for the love
Bit
of the
of-
game.
Bit of fun.
This is... I think it might have to be a Mad Monday, something that will...
Yes.
Yeah.
You do it the Mad Monday. Yeah.
And what if
something to do
Rich...
with
I
What
have
if,
got tips in this week. I've got tips.
Well done.
I reckon, actually, I almost put this in the chat. This feels like an easy week to tip when I did my tips.
Yeah, I was a lot of the favourites are giving me a little cheeky little look.
Yeah.
But I've got a few outsiders.
Few
in.
curlers?
Maybe 1 or 2.
A few curly hairs.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm waiting for
They're
my
coming.
first to
They'll
come
come.
through.
They'll come through.
What happens if you get the margin?
You get 0. That doesn't just go up.
Okay.
Because the margin's like the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, boys. That'll do us for this week.
It will.
Good
What
show.
What a rush, boys.
Let's go.
See you again next week, huh? Same time, same place?
Sure.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website